create a let's say a database which has the commonly used passwords and the hashes of that, and then we use to hack it. That is called as dictionary attack. I repeat, we will have a dictionary, and that dictionary will be used. So actually password cracking is nothing but, see, each password, the dictionary file will have, yes, I'm giving an example. See, a password, everything is like, say, the common passwords are in dictionary. A hash of that will be computed. And see, this is the hash value. So now, using the collision technique or keyword matching or pattern matching, like say, like we will be checking, say, for example, in simple, assume that you have given your password as password. Okay. So now, whenever I am hacking this hack, assume that I want to hack your laptop. Okay. So I'm just using some tools and I'm getting your hash values. Okay. Of your laptop's password. So assume your laptop password is password itself. So now I can use a reverse hash technology, means the practical tools, in order to get this particular password what it is, right? Because if I got the hash, then I can easily crack it. The challenge of the attacker is to get the hash value. So once the hash value is received by the attacker, then he could able to easily crack it. I will show you how the attacker hack your passwords also. Okay. So this is called dictionary attack. So any doubts so far? Others? See, we discussed just a simple thing. Password is very crucial and a very important thing that comes under the category of authentication. And after that, we discussed three type of authentication: something you know, something you are, and something you have. Means your biometric, your token based, and your password based authentication. Now we were discussing about how that password based authentication can be cracked. The first technology was dictionary attack, which an example of rocky.txt. Also, I will show you an tool. See, this is a Kali Linux, okay? So, which is used for hacking, or I could say, which is used for security purposes, etc. So, one thing, we have a rocky.txt, as you can see in all your, see, all the hackers use this application. It's not application, sorry, it's an operating system called Kali, which is a Linux operating system. In the password attacks, can you see word list? LS. Can you see, do you have something called rocky.txt? The same. So the attacker uses this already existing rocky.txt, or they will create their own dictionary files. Because the dictionary is of two types. One is, yeah, so there are two types of, yes, which is, one is commonly used passwords, or we can generate for our own purposes, or like say self-defined or self-made dictionaries. So as like whichever the one you want, you can able to create it for you. Okay. So I repeat, the passwords can, in the dictionary attack, either you can use rocky.txt, which is commonly used passwords, or else you can create your own personal dictionaries. So how do we create the dictionary is nothing but, here in this application, password attacks, we have a tool called Crunch. Okay, can you see? I repeat the tool name Crunch. Crunch is used to create a dictionary file. So see, I am giving Crunch. So I need to define the size of my dictionary. So I'm giving, okay, minimum uh, one letter, maximum of three, and I'm just giving ABC 1, 2, 3. Means whatever the one I want, I can give. Click on enter. Can you see? All the combinations of the password will be listed here. See, it because the minimum character I want is 1 and the maximum I want is 3. So see, ABC 1, 2, 3 and the combination of AA, AB, AC, A1, A2. So I have created my own dictionary. So now with this dictionary, I can like say crack the using this also I can crack. So because this is a dictionary that I have created. See, I can create a dictionary of like say Crunch, like say minimum of 4, maximum of 4, and it is 0 to 1 to 9. A, one second. See, Crunch minimum of 4, maximum of 4, and I have something in the name of, I have given the letters from 10 to 9, and the output is saved in the file of atm.txt because so now this file will have all the combinations of, yeah, so it is a text name, it is a file name. You can give anything, any file name you can give. So this Crunch is a tool used to create a dictionary file. So I am creating a dictionary for cracking ATM passwords. So now if you open this file atm.txt, it will take some time because yeah, it got open. Sorry. So can you see here it is 0001 because from 0 to 9 uh, minimum of 4 and maximum of 4. I need to create all the combinations. So starting from 000 till the last value of 9999. Can you see here? 9999. Till this it will be stored. See the left side what you are having, this is a serial number. Okay, you ignore that, you just concentrate on only this. So starting from 0000 to 9999, all the combinations of password I got it. So now I could able to easily crack this account, means any ATM account. That is why in your ATM pin they have some restrictions, like say like only 3 times you can correct type an incorrect passwords, etc. Right? You got an idea about this Crunch tool? Did everyone got an idea? Do you have any doubt, Vinayak? See, I repeat what we were doing. So we were discussing about the authentication, password based authentication. And in the password based authentication, I was telling that there is a cracking technique called dictionary attack. So the dictionaries can be of two types. One is a default dictionary called ROCU, which has a commonly used passwords. So if as an attacker, if I want to create my own dictionary, then I can use a tool called Crunch and can use different parameters for cracking the passwords. So similarly, like say, yes, sure. So it is Crunch. The you need to type the minimum, min and maximum value. And this, whatever the one you want, you can type up alphabets, uppercase, lowercase letters, numbers, special characters. However the way you want to create a password list, you can create all those things, and you can save it in whatever the file name you want. So this is the way of generating this file, right? So this is for creating the passwords, sorry, dictionary files. Okay. Now we have another technology or another concept called, no, there is no code. I have shown the tool, right? Crunch tool. 4 is not code. 4 is minimum length of the password, and the next 4 is maximum length of the password. If you listen properly, you will get that. See, you have crunch hyphen h. See the syntax. Crunch is, I have shown this earlier. Minimum, what is the character you want? Maximum, what is the character you want, and what are all the options need to be included. So you can include all those things. Is that clear now? Perfect. So the next one is brute forcing. So brute forcing is nothing but trying out all the combinations. As like, see here in the dictionary, I have created a dictionary, right? ATM.text. But here I do not know which is the correct ATM pin. So I need to try each and everything. I need to keep on repeatedly trying until the password is cracked. That is called brute forcing. Trying out the combinations of your passwords. Okay. So the next one, like say, is hybrid. So hybrid attack is nothing but it is a combination of dictionary and brute forcing, or dictionary or rainbow table attack. Any two combinations of attack is called as hybrid model. Okay. So dictionary is cracking against your dictionary file. Brute forcing, trying out all the combinations. You are guessing your passwords. Okay, first entering password, then password at 123, etc. Then comes the concept of hybrid attack. As I said, the combinations of any two method. Then birthday attack. So what is actually birthday attack is nothing but an example I could show you was, see in this picture, see what is birthday attack is. For example, usually only one person will get a birthday in your class. Okay. Suddenly, if there are two-person is getting a birthday on the same day, you will get double treat or double chocolate or whatever it is, it will be doubled. So in the same, you're benefited twice. That is called as hybrid, sorry, that is called as a birthday attack. Okay, see here, even if you crack the password of Stephen, it is not only you're cracking the password of Stephen, but also Sarah. Can you see the passwords are same? For example, if Vinayak has the password as password, and let's say Kirti is also having the password as password. So if I crack any one password, that is more than enough. I will be cracking two accounts. Say in a single crack, I could gain 2% account. That is called as birthday attack. Okay, it is very simple as the name says, birthday. Like say instead of having a person celebrating one person celebrating a birthday, if it were there in some days, in some occasions, two persons will be celebrating it on the same day and will be getting a double treat. The same over here. You might think you are cracking only one password, but it is not one. Actually, you might have cracked two persons password. Okay. Then the next one is rainbow table. So rainbow table is also called as pre-computed table. So pre-computed means this, as like say, as I said, right, rocku.txt. Exactly, something like one shot, two birds, like exactly the same. It is that birthday attack. When it comes to rainbow table, it is a pre-computed. Already there will be the rocku.txt is there already. and that password is the crack is sorry, the hash values of that is also computed. A table which has the password and hash of that is called as pre-computed table. That is called rainbow table again. Okay, I repeat, rainbow table is a table which has both password and hashes. Okay, so now to repeat the hybrid attack, any two combinations that you use, that comes under the category of hybrid attack. You can use dictionary and birthday, you can use brute forcing and like say dictionaries, or brute forcing and rainbow table attack, anything, any combination of the password attack, we call it as hybrid attacks. Okay, is that clear? Is that clear? See, we didn't discuss much. We discussed what is password, like say different types of authentication, how do attacker crack your password, and after cracking, what are the techniques of hacking. So the reason why we were discussing about all these things is, as I have mentioned, your password is very important. You need to consider your password like your toothbrush. As I said, do you share your toothbrush with anyone, even to your closer friends? No, right? Similarly, do not share your passwords also. And also, if someone is using the same toothbrush from the age 1 till now, no, right? No one will be using the same toothbrush from the age 1 till now. So, similarly, don't use the same password for a longer time. Also, do not keep these, see, we have different brushes for different purposes, right? Similarly, keep each password, we keep a different password for each account. And as like you're changing your toothbrush regularly, change your passwords also. So always consider your passwords like your toothbrush. Always choose a good one. Do not share that password with anyone, even to your close friends, as like how you don't do your toothbrush. And always change it regularly. Then when it comes to your passwords, like say you need to create a strong password. It is not like say you use a like say random passwords. See, the reason is why I'm asking you to create you a complex or strength and password is that, see, you know, the complex password will have uppercase, lowercase, special characters, numbers, and longer length, right? So the reason is because whenever the hacker, because the hacker do not know your password. So at that time, like if I am using as an attacker, if I am, see, assume that you have kept your phone number as a password, then what as an attacker I will do is, your password is just a number which is a combination of 0 to 9. So easily using a crunch tool, what I can do, I can write minimum, like say I can show you that. So using this, what I will do is I can just simply easily create that, like say it is instead of 10, maximum 10, it is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0 exactly. And I can give hyphen 0 O as output, phone number, text. See, the minimum of 10, maximum of 10 will be created, and I will get the dictionary file. I can easily crack it. Hyphen, it's not 0, hyphen O represent output file. Got it? So the same way, if it is just an alphabets, means it is just a lower case. If you see, I can get dictionary files, or I'll give again A to Z, all combinations can crack it. Same way goes for uppercase or special characters. Now, if you use combinations 0 to uh, 9, the attacker needs to check the combinations of 0 to 9, needs to check the combination of the number plus alphabets, uppercase separately, lowercase separately, combinations of uppercase, lowercase, special characters, numbers, which will take, see, even for this thing itself, it is taking this much time. But still, if you have given uppercase, lowercase, special characters, numbers, and a lengthier password, then it becomes very difficult for the attacker to crack, because the attacker need to check all the numbers, then lowercase, numbers plus lowercase, then lowercase with special characters with numbers, etc., which will take so much of time for cracking. I'm stopping this because it is taking a lot of time. And now I will show you the same thing. There is a website called How Secure is My Password. You all can open this. See, now I am typing password, copying this. Can you see? This password can be cracked instantly. The reason is because it is in the topmost 10 used passwords, and possibly a word length is short. So it can be cracked easily. So now instead of password, I'm typing 123456. Copy. Again, it can be cracked because it is top 10 most used passwords, just a numbers, or possibly a telephone number or a date. Very short. So now I'm adding both these. Can you see? It would take a computer about 4,000 years to crack your password, because the minimum letter will be 1 and maximum will be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. So they need to check 0 to 14 all the combinations of letters and numbers. So starting with A to Z, all the combinations they would check. And now instead of A, I'm using at. Can you see the difference here? 600,000 years to crack the password. Again, because it is a combination of lowercase, special characters, numbers. The same, I'm adding an uppercase to it. It's a password I'm just adding. Can you see? 200 million years to crack your password. Because your password is that strong, they need to check uppercase, lowercase, special characters, numbers, and it is a quite lengthier password as well. So that is the reason why it is asked to keep your password as strong as possible. So the strong or the strength mean here is you need to use, like say, using this a password which has been written. So now, if you ask me how to keep your password secure, we have something called as leet language. I'm writing a word. Can you tell me if you could learn, if you could read this? Can you able to read this? Yes, exactly, Sayed. It is a leet language. So what is this leet language is? I'll show you that picture. And I'm sharing this as your reference. Can you see here? Each letter can be written in a different way. Mostly many people will keep the same password for many accounts, or they'll keep always a simple password. The reason is they forget it. So what I'm telling, instead of O you can use 0, instead of E you can use 3, instead of I you can use exclamation, instead of yes you can use dollar, or you can use 5, or instead of H you can use this pipe symbol, hyphen pipe symbol, instead of again, like say similarly there are so many things. So which is a reference I have given. So this is called leet language, because if I want to keep my password secure, even my name Sandy, I can write it as, I won't write or use this as a password, but just telling you some SAND, instead of Y I can use, like say I have alternatives of single quotation, I can use this as a password, which is a stronger one. You can check here. It is a short length, but still I can repeat that twice. So you can just keep it repeated because it's a shorter length. So you can keep this way. See, it takes 1000 years. So this is how it is recommended to secure your password. See, the good way is create a strong password. Don't share any of your OTPs, because whenever we are enabling a multi-factor authentication, we just add additional layer by giving OTP, mobile based authentication. So if you share that OTP with someone, then again it can be compromised. And do not open any unsafe or untrusted link, because that could have some viruses and that can even eavesdrop your passwords. And use two-factor authentication. Always make sure that you do not enable the remember me options as well. So now in times to practice, I have mentioned about the how secure is my password, and like how the password of the Linux systems can be cracked is, there is one interesting tool called Johnny. Okay. You do not want to use this, but I'm just giving you an example. So now, like whenever I want to, whenever as an attacker, if I have got the hashes, okay, I will open this password file, my password. See, the password will have hashes. See, all these things are hash values. I'll just able to crack it. See, Sandy has the username of 123, and it is cracked almost, like say 25% of the password is being cracked. So similarly, it will crack each and every password that is being given. So this is one tool called Johnny, which is used for cracking the Linux passwords. It's just for cracking the Linux passwords only. It is an inbuilt tool in your Kali Linux. So then there is another tool, like say, which is again, this is for cracking only Linux tool. But when it comes to another interesting tool called Hashcat, this tool will crack entire passwords. Like say, whatever the password you get, or whatever the password you find, like say all the password, because the passwords, as I said, the passwords are stored in using hashes. So all the passwords can be cracked because it is a hash. Yes, as you all aware. So I'll tell you how do we use this. So it is again an inbuilt tool for cracking all the hashes. So it will take some time for cracking, but still it will crack all your hashes. Yes, I'm giving you an example. So assume I have got these hashes. Yeah. Like say whichever I'm removing this. Just a two example I could say. So I assume that, like see again, live cracking is possible. Again here whatever we are doing is just for the awareness purpose, and it is not a hacking session. So live hacking is not allowed in this particular theme of the session. So assume that, like say I have a password which is to be cracked. Okay, assume I got this from any of your system, and I'm just having it here, and I can tell you, meanwhile I can calculate a hash of my name. Let me do that. Assume to my system I have a password of Santhya. So I'm just copying this and I'm just saving it over here. So now I have a three passwords. Assume that I have just copied, I got this hashes from any one of the local system. Okay, I'm just saving this. I'm closing it. Now I'm going to crack this hashes. So how this will do is, like say using this hashcat tool. This is the syntax of that. Okay, so sudo hashcat and a hyphen m is for choosing the algorithm. So 0 is for MD5, hyphen a is an attack mode. Okay, if you refer the hashcat manual you will got to know. I'm just telling you how actually it does. And dot slash hash one is nothing but the hash file I have, the one which we have created it locally. And this is, as you know, rocky.txt, because I'm trying to compare it with the rocky.txt, and I'm using a brute forcing method, so it is a library for that. Okay, enter. So now it is cracked. See, it is asking to hyphen hyphen show to display it. See, the password can be cracked. So similarly, you can use or bring any hashes. You can even give any hashes to me. Using this hashcat tool, I can able to crack it. Password, password which is being stored. See, I have three hashes in my hash.txt, which is password, password, uppercase password, and this is the one I have newly created, Sandhya, right? So this is how hackers crack your passwords. And this is one example of password cracking. Similarly, we have so many tools. Like say we have tools like Hydra, we have tools like Rainbow Crack, etc. So this is a good example of showing how the attacker cracks your password by the method of brute forcing. And we have discussed about the tool called Crunch, right? So this is what we have discussed in the today's class. So as I said, the passwords are very important, and which is used to authenticate a user. Authentication can be of three types: something you know, something you are, and something you have. And it is all the multi-factor authentication is nothing but a combinations of your passwords. Like say the uppercase, lowercase, I mean sorry, something you know, something you are, something you know is a combinations. So we discussed on that. Then how passwords can be cracked is just nothing but a hash crack. Like either can be a method of dictionary attack, brute forcing, or a combination called hybrid, birthday attacks, or rainbow table attack, etc. Then it is very, very important to keep your password a most secure one. So always consider it like a toothbrush. follow more security terms which you need to think. See, always the good way of having a secure password is it should be a longer length. It should have uppercase, lowercase, special characters, numbers, etc. And using a function of remember me is always an unsafe one. And the time taking for cracking the password is depend upon each thing. It is not like it will have some fixed type, right? And then like say we need to, good thing is we need to change the password regularly. And if any password is very simple, it could be cracked instantly, right? And we have discussed about the basic like say way of hacking your passwords. So do you have any doubts? Yes, Abhinav, I can give it for sure. See, the tool Crunch is used for creating a dictionary. So how do I create a dictionary is nothing but Crunch hyphen H. So if you see the syntax is minimum, maximum, and options for that. So I'm giving Crunch minimum one character, maximum three, and you can give any options. I'm just giving 0, 1, 2, 3. So what it will do is it will just create a combinations of the same letters, which with same options, whichever I have given in this way. 0, 1, 2, 3. Oh, because this minimum is 1, so one character. Maximum I have given 3, so it needs to have all one letter combination, two letter combination, and maximum three letter combinations, etc. Is that clear? It is just a dictionary creation tool. So the one I have created here is called dictionary. Abhinav, is that clear? So as I said, it is the options. What are all the combinations I want it in the password? So like say I want the combinations from 0 to 9. I'll give that number 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If I want combinations of A, B, C, D, I will try that because it is a brute forcing, right? Kind of that. Right. So any other doubts for others? Brute forcing is nothing but trying out all the combinations of the password. I try all, like says this is how. See, I have created a dictionary. So now when I want to use this for cracking means I need to try all the combinations. I start with one, two, three, all combinations I will try use in order to crack the password. Okay. So hope you have learned something new in today's session as well. I believe so. So now it's a time for quiz. I request Yesh to paste the quiz link. And nice meeting you all today. So yes, like say you can, Mariam, you have a lot of YouTube links. So you can start your quiz now. I will share the link for a Kali Linux installation also. Right? So all the best for your quiz. Thank you all. See, the quiz is already shared and the link is given. This is the link for, again, sorry. Yes, can you paste the link again in the. Yes, thank you, Yes. See, it is very clear that the session was between 6 to 7, and in the group also we have mentioned, and there was notification of the sessions also. I think Rohit, it would have not mentioned as 7, it was the session is between 6 to 7.